All right, we've gone final. Broncos and Chargers. If you missed it, you didn't miss much. 16-9 is your final as Jarrett Stidham outduels Easton Stick. And that's all I have to say about that. Ryan McFadden in studio. Maybe he has more to say, but I'm still caught up on the quarterback situation in Denver. We don't have to go there right now, but with this win and some other losses across the league, this is a Broncos team that has playoff hopes alive heading into Week 18.
No question.
Wasn't what we expected, but maybe we should have expected this outcome. Let's go Chargers here first. Everything we expected from them this season, they reached none of that expectation. Maybe we expected for Mike Williams to be hurt because that seems to be what happens to him early in seasons. Unfortunately, they lose him. They lose Eckler for a stretch of the season. They lose Herbert down the stretch. What was the fatal flaw? What was the issue for the Chargers this year? A team that some had picked to represent the conference in the Super Bowl.
This is a team that has been such a disappointment, especially to their fan base when you factor in the personnel. Yes, Mike Williams went down with an injury. Yes, Austin Eckler went down with an injury. But that's the nature, that's the life in the NFL. Injuries happen. But it's your job as a ball club, it's your job as a coach to rally the troops to find a way to win. When you factor in what else has transpired in their division, the AFC West, it's safe to say teams like the Raiders, who went through an adverse situation with firing their coach. Earlier than when the Chargers let go of Brandon Staley, they found ways to be competitive to win ball games. Think about the Denver Broncos, who they lost to today with their backup quarterback. They gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins earlier in the year. If I'm not mistaken, they started the season off 1-4, 1-5. But right now, because of their ability to adjust and make critical decisions to be in positions to win ball games, they're in a playoff. They're still in the playoff hunt. So me personally, it's just about trying to establish a culture within the organization, something that they currently do not have. They don't have a foundation to build on. So there's a lot that has to transpire moving forward for the Chargers. The one luxury they have at their disposal is they have a quarterback. They have a quarterback that we all believe he's overly talented. Unfortunately, the talent hasn't resonated to a lot of wins. Hopefully, the new coach and his new staff, whoever comes into the building there, can get the most out of Justin Herbert. You have a quarterback, you have a running back, you have a wide receiver. Hopefully, you can get Mike Williams back as well. So you have components already in place that can get this organization to the direction they need to go based on some of the guys they already have in the locker room.
Yeah, it's I think one of the bigger, if not the biggest disappointment in the NFL this season was the lack of performance that we saw out of the Los Angeles Chargers. What looks different next year, we know it'll be the head coach. The quarterback is in place, but you now have a high-priced quarterback not on schedule with a lot of this roster that's going to need to be rebuilt in a number of different places. The rebuilding has not begun just yet in Denver, although it was a franchise and a head coach who appears to be already ready for next season. But you're holding out hope here for the playoffs. You got a trip to Vegas in Week 18.
You got to win.
How much belief do you have that they can at least take care of business on their own accord?
I don't believe in them going to Vegas to beat the Raiders, and the reason why is because, yes, the Raiders lost today to the Colts on the road, but I trust their locker room more so than the Denver Broncos locker room, especially with Denver playing on the road. Maybe if they were playing at home, I may feel differently, but with them traveling to Viva Las Vegas, I like Antonio Pierce and his ability to get his guys ready more so than Sean Payton based on the situation they currently have there in Denver. So, yes, if you're the Raiders, you know, misery loves company. That would be a great way to end the season, number one, winning a ball game, but finding a way to win against your divisional foe in the Broncos. And, of course, knowing that a loss would definitely knock them out of the playoffs. So my early thoughts on that ball game, I like the Raiders.
We will see what it all looks like moving forward. The Mac Man weighing in here on another exciting day of action with one more game left in the NFL.